You can meditate, you can exercise, you gotta watch some of the things that you eat. Now these are not necessarily techniques, but these are things that you gotta actually pay attention to so that you can know that you're managing what stresses you out. We don't rest our mind. Practicing mindfulness, right, which includes meditation. You can do things like yoga. Okay, so now the question is, how can I effectively manage my anxiety on a day-to-day basis, right? Now, there's a number of ways that you can really manage your anxiety. I'm gonna just name a few off the top of my head, right? Because it's really simple tasks that we take for granted, right? We don't really pay attention to the things that we do, and we don't pay attention to how we react or respond to certain things. So some ways that you can, some techniques that you can utilize to manage your anxiety is one, exercise, right? With the fast pace of life, we're just going. We're just going on a day-to-day basis. We just go, 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 go. And we're not paying attention. You can meditate, you can exercise, right? You gotta watch some of the things that you eat. Now, these are not necessarily techniques, but these are things that you gotta actually pay attention to so that you can know that you're managing what stresses you out. And, sleeping well. You have to sleep, right? We don't rest enough. We don't rest our mind. So meditation, practicing mindfulness, right, which includes meditation. You can do things like yoga, right, because you have to be centered so that you can not be rattled so quick. Most times, every situation that you kind of run into with heightened anxiety, you feel like it's the end of the world, right? But once you get in your mind that it's not the end of the world, you can be able to navigate that situation a little bit better. But before you get there, you got to make sure that you're resting enough, right? You're sleeping, right? You got to be intentional about your days, and being intentional while you're not meditating, right? Take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, take 2 minutes if that's all you have. But you want to take the time to slow your mind down, right? When you slow your mind down, your body will follow. But you got to start, centering yourself, get into a space that you feel safe, that you don't feel rattled. So when situations come that you're not comfortable with, you're able to manage these situations. You're able to feel like, no, this is not the end of the world. You're able to break through, whether it's just a situation or a person enter into your space in your world that causes you anxiety, right? We got to manage the triggers, right? We got to pay attention to those triggers that causes us to be more anxious. And the way to be able to manage those is to slow your mind down. The way to slow your mind down is to meditate, do yoga, right? And get you some rest. And also watch what you eat. The things that we consume absolutely alters our mindset and how we think, right? So all of that basically includes exercise. So the first thing I tell you to do is go speak with a therapist to help give you these specific techniques, but I'm gonna just give you an overview. I'm just giving you an overview of some of the things that you could do that are quick fixes that you can actually do, right, on your own time, on your own schedule, but you're gonna pay attention to these things. Because if you're not paying attention to these things, then that means you're lacking self-awareness. And if you're lacking self-awareness, a lot of what triggers you and triggers that anxiety, it can creep up very fast. So just pay attention to yourself, ground yourself, center yourself. Definitely meditate. Slow your mind down so your body can follow.